Hello there, people. It's Bethany. Hello. I want to talk to you today about, are you being honest with yourself? Are you holding yourself accountable to reaching what you want to do, what you want to achieve, when you want to do it, how you want to do it? Are you doing it? And so that's what I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you all about today. My goal is to come in here once a week and talk to you about a topic or something that I can train you on, something that I can show you, information that I can provide to you. We do have tons of videos in here that already have some of that information. So if you are new to Paparazzi, you can definitely go ahead and go up and look at the videos section of this group, and you will see some very important, useful trainings. Chances are, if you are commenting, I might not be able to see it because that's just what Facebook does now in groups. It doesn't necessarily show any comments. So go ahead and tell me, hello. If you are watching, or if you happen to come back and watch the replay, say hello. And that's just great, because then I know that you've seen it. I know you've absorbed the information, which is awesome. I'm going to try and keep these videos a little bit short and sweet, because I know that quite a few of you, if you're like me, sometimes your attention span can run out very easily. But what I want to talk to you all about today, I can see ya. Hey, Dee. What I want to talk to you all about today is, are you holding yourself accountable? When it comes to MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, when it comes to starting your own business, period, let's say you open up a craft store, a candy store, whatever. Anytime you are your own boss, people run into the problem that they do not hold themselves accountable, right? You don't have a boss that pays your paycheck, that, you can be given a list of things to do today, and if you don't turn in that list, you're fired, right? That gives you so much more accountability in a work setting than what you have when you are your own business owner. When you are the person creating your paycheck, when you don't rely on anybody for a paycheck, you are the one that has to pay yourself. It creates this line that some people never really figure out which side they're on, or they think they're over here, but really they're over here. And what I mean is this line of, are you gonna do it or are you not? Okay. Being your own boss it is so hard. And now you kind of understand the eyes of so many companies out there, so many small business owners, so many restaurants. I mean, just think about it. If they didn't show up every day, what would happen? If the owner didn't show up every day, if the manager didn't show up every day, even just one day, what would happen? If they ran out of forks and the manager is not there to go order more forks, you just have to put your brain in that situation. And I wanted to come on here and talk about this because I think that a lot of you are struggling with this. I've been trying to keep up with as many of your videos and posts and things that I can. And in no way, shape, or form am I doing this in a negative way. I just want you to realize that you control your results, right? So I control my own results. And the reason that I was able to get to where I am now able to do this full time is because I held myself accountable to going live. I held myself accountable to posting. I held myself accountable to doing events whenever I was doing in-person events, which now because of COVID, that has kind of shifted. I held myself to ordering on a strict basis. I held myself to reinvesting. So, when I had another job, I took all of the funds that I earned pretty much, maybe other than $100 here or there, and I threw it back into my business so that I had enough inventory, right? And it's not that you need to have a huge inventory in Paparazzi. Let me tell you that, because you don't. I do not have a huge inventory, as many people think I do. I don't. And I go live every day. So multiple pieces get shown a week. The same piece gets shown multiple times. But it comes down to, are you going to be the person that says, all right, I'm going to go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. And then Wednesday rolls around. Okay. Wednesday rolls around and maybe your significant other, because I'm giving you all personal examples. These are all things that have happened to me. Your significant other says, hey, why don't we go eat crawfish tonight? And you're like, ooh, I would love some crawfish. Maybe we should go get some crawfish. I can just push my life till later. I can just start it late. I can just do it tomorrow. I can just blah, 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 blah. And then the circles just start growing and growing and growing and growing. And then ultimately, you at that point in time have to have the strength to say, no, I have a live tonight. I am going to be there tonight at the time I said I was going to be there. Let's do it. Or you're going to cross on the other side of the line, right? This is somebody who is not as firm in their accountability beliefs. And you're going to say, okay, it's fine. I will go live tomorrow and I will just go ahead and go sit and eat crawfish. Okay. It takes a little bit of time for you to adjust that sense of urgency in your brain that these things have to be done and they can't be moved. Okay. And it's kind of, I think, where a misconception lies when you're a business owner. You're like, I get to create my own schedule. I get to do whatever I want to do all day. I can, it's awesome. It is, but that part right there will almost throw you off track, because then you're going to come to a time where something needs to be done. Invoicing needs to be done today. And you're going to put it off because I'm a business owner and I can do whatever I want. And then it's a day, it's 2 days, it's 3 days. And now you haven't invoiced for 3 days. Okay. And I don't know about you, but I don't get paid unless I invoice. So I thought this would be a good thing to start off the first training video of the year by coming on and talking about this, because I really want all of you to just look in the mirror and focus on accountability. I want you to focus on achieving. I want you to focus on, am I really doing what I said I'm going to do? You came into this opportunity as, I want to make some money. I want to sell. I want to do this. What are you doing to do that? What are you doing? And for me, I am at a point where I have been very stable in my sales for the last, 3-4 months, and I want to grow. So in my brain now, I have written down things of what am I going to do each week to grow, right? Because if I keep doing the same thing, I'm probably going to get the same results, which is fantastic, but I want more than that. I want to grow. So I need to be doing more than what I'm doing right now. So that's for me to then take those actions, be more accountable, and do them if I want to grow. If I don't do them, then I have no reason to be mad in 4 months when nothing has happened, because I didn't even do the things I needed to do to achieve them. So I really, 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 really want y'all all to just sit and think, take a moment, reflect, and I want you to focus on, are you going to do it or not? Are you going to hold yourself accountable? Are you going to do what you wanted to do when you took the paparazzi opportunity and ran with it? Are you going to do that? Because if you do, big, huge, mega things can happen. They're not going to happen in a week. They're not going to happen in 3 weeks. They're not going to happen in a month. It takes time, okay? It takes time. Even for there is a daily task to grow your business. There's this form in there that you can print out. It has each of these things listed, and then you have the whole week. So all you have to do is just put a check mark next to each thing as you do it. You could use like a dry erase, wet erase marker, and use it. And I actually just laminated mine today, but I have these written down in my journal to do every day. But I went ahead and laminated it because I got sick of writing the same things over and over. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to use my wet erase marker each day. And I actually toned ours down. If you do know, there is another daily method of operations form out there, but it had a lot of things on it, and I'm trying to make it obtainable for each and every one of you. So go grab this, print it out, hold yourself to doing these things. There are many things I have implemented in my business in the last month that are now reflecting in numbers. They're reflecting in sales. They're reflecting in new customers, which is big for me. I want new customers. So reflecting in new customers, and they're reflecting in viewers, which y'all know how I feel about viewership on lives. It doesn't really matter how many viewers you have if they're not shopping, but to know that I have a larger reach by obtaining more viewers is my goal to get me to more customers. So I strongly recommend going and grabbing this form if you haven't already. Okay. It does have a notes section, so you can maybe write down some things at the bottom that worked for you. Okay. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you all is a new book that I am reading. I am about a chapter or two in. I can't even remember. I was so into it last night. But it's called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. If you do want to go grab this, you can find it on Amazon. I got it super inexpensive. I think it was like $8. I think they had it like on sale. So go check this out and find it. It is called Start With Why. And it really makes you dig deep down into why you're doing what you're doing. And at least that's what I've got from it just in the first couple chapters. I'm not even that far in, so I'm sure it's going to take me to a whole nother level. But he talks about like why did Steve Jobs get Apple to where it is versus other companies out there? And it was because his passion, it was because his purpose, what he wanted to do with it. I mean, he wasn't doing, at the time, they weren't doing anything different than anybody else, but it was him behind it individually that grew it to what it was. And it also mentions that about many other companies as well. Let me see if I can. That was about Steve Jobs. Yeah, you just have to go through it and read, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There's many examples that he uses how it's the individual. The difference between you and the person next to you and one of y'all making $1 million is in here and what you're willing to do to push yourself. So, yeah. Anyways, start with why, your daily task sheet, and then also just focus on accountability, please, and thank you. And other than that, I will see y'all later. I may do another video this week, or I may just go ahead and wait till next week to do one. Okay? Thank y'all so much.